All right, here's a quick video to help anybody who's having problems with the power steering going out. You know, the electronic power steering that the GM puts in the Pontiac G6 and the Chevy Malibu, and I think a few other cars. If you're having issues where you turn your steering wheel to the right or the left, and it locks up on you. Let's say you're just driving, and for a while it's doing perfectly fine. Then you go to make a little turn, and it locks up, and becomes impossible to turn. Here's a little quick fix you can do before you drop $700 or $800. I think it's $900 total after tax and the other fees at GM or Chevy to get that fixed. What they'll try to sell you is a torque sensor. That might not fix the problem. They'll figure it out because they have the $1,000 computer scan tools that can figure out exactly what it is. But here's what you can do for very cheap to fix it. This is what fixed mine. I would go for a turn and it would just lock up on me. And I would turn the car off, turn it back on, it'll drive good for about a few seconds. Then I'd go make another turn, it'll lock up on me. So this is what I did. Get you some dielectric grease. You can get it from Walmart or AutoZone. It's like $8 or $9. Get you this, and you're gonna need some CRC electronic cleaner. Also got it from AutoZone. It's like $8. This is also CRC. And what you're basically gonna do is you're gonna come up to where the torque sensor and something else connects to the power steering module, which is down here. Let's see. So you come down here, and if you look up in here, that's the motor right here. This big thing is the motor, which costs like $400 or $500 new from GM. These typically don't ever really go bad. Normally it's the torque sensor. Now, if your steering wheel is shaking, like if you touch it and it just starts shaking back and forth, 100% it's the torque sensor. You have to go get that replaced. I recommend buying the part off Amazon. It's about $140. Then bringing the part to GM. It won't be warranty because GM didn't buy the part directly, but it has to be calibrated with a scan tool that only GM has, or people with those high-end scan tools. They have to calibrate that. So if it's shaking, it's the torque sensor. But if it's not shaking, this is what I did to fix mine. Mine wasn't shaking, it was just locking up, like I said. So you go to your motor. On your motor, there are 3 connectors. You got the big one, that's your power. The one to the far right is what connects to the torque sensor. And the one in the middle is for something I don't know, but it controls the steering also. What you're basically going to do is you're going to disconnect all 3. Once you disconnect all 3, you're going to take your cleaner, pop off the cap, use the straw on it, and you're just going to shoot the cleaner. You're just going to shoot the cleaner in those 3 ports where the connections go. Then what you're going to do, I'll let that air out for about a few minutes. You're going to take your CRC dielectric grease. And basically, I'm going to use this as an example. This is just a connector for the side mirrors. Inside those connectors have these little pins. Now this is what is giving you your issue. It's getting corroded and it's not giving a proper signal to the computer to tell the motor where to turn. That's why it locks up. So what you're basically going to do is, once you have all 3 connectors out, put some grease up in that. Well, first you're going to shoot some cleaner into this connection also, and put some grease in there. Then once all 3 have grease in there, you're going to really pack it in there. Put some more grease on there, pack it in there. Then put some grease inside the ports also, up there. Put some grease in there. Then you're going to put the connector back in. Then once you connect all 3 that are cleaned and greased up, you should have steering back and everything should be working. Now that's exactly what it fixed mine. I took mine for a test drive, drove it around for about 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and it hasn't locked up since I did that. Quick, easy fix. Only cost me $18. Would have cost me $800 at GM. because they would have charged me for a new pump or a new motor or something. So that's that. Now, if your steering wheel's shaking, like I said, what you can do to fix it, there is an easy fix. Go to the junkyard, and you're basically going to get an entire new steering column with the torque sensor already built in. It'll cost you about 12 bucks. That's what I bought them from the junkyard, and I was trying to diagnose this. They charged me $12 for it. It wasn't my sensor, so I didn't need it. And it's going to be this part right here. Let me show you. This is the part that you're going to be trying to get up any G6 with power steering. Try to get one with the higher year, the better. I got this one out of an 08. My G6 is a 2006. This sensor was good, but it wasn't my sensor that was bad. Like I said, it was that connector down there that I had to clean and grease up. But this is the part. Like I said, get this if your steering wheel is shaking. And just basically just switch it around. You're gonna make sure that you keep this aligned. When you get the car at the junkyard, what you want to do is make sure you turn the steering wheel perfectly straight. Then once the steering wheel is straight, then pull out this part and make sure you keep this in place, because this is what's going to keep your alignment straight, so you don't mess up the sensor, because the sensor basically works based off the position of the steering wheel to the wheels. And if it's upside down, it's going to be very weird, and you'll know you mess up if you put it on wrong. But basically, as long as you keep it straight, everything 100% straight, you'll be fine. Like I said, keep the junkyard car straight, pull it off. Keep your car straight, pull it off, put it back in perfectly same way, and then bolt everything back together. And it's basically a quick swap, and that should fix that. Like, that'll save you a lot of money. Like I said, that's just if your steering wheel is shaking. Let's see what else. That's basically it. Let's see. So yeah, that's what fixed mine. Just cleaning connectors with grease and cleaner, and I saved well over $700, almost $800 plus just doing that quick little fix. I hope this helps somebody out there who's trying to figure it out, and good luck to you all.